What's up, fight fans? This is Slim Olokpe with Slim Olokpe Boxing. So the boxing world is buzzing with anticipation for Tyson Fury's rematch against Oleksandr Usyk, which is set for December 21 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And after a thrilling first bout that saw Usyk claim victory on points, Fury is now determined to make a statement in the rematch. But not everyone believes that Fury can make a difference in that rematch, because Anthony Joshua, a man who knows Usyk better than most, has now weighed in on the rematch. And his prediction is not exactly kind to Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. So let's dive into Anthony Joshua's brutal, honest take on the rematch and why he thinks Fury might come up short again in that rematch. So their first encounter in May was definitely a battle of skills and wills. And in the early rounds, Tyson Fury definitely had his moments. But Usyk's technical brilliance stole the show. And the ninth round was particularly dramatic, with Fury visibly on the verge of his stoppage, and then Usyk capitalized on his advantage, and for doing so, the judges awarded him a well-deserved victory. And after that fight, Tyson Fury immediately activated his rematch clause and he vowed to leave no doubt in the rematch. But will he be able to defeat the master boxer? Anthony Joshua has been candid about his thoughts on this. And while he was speaking to IFL TV, Anthony Joshua said he has been backing Usyk since last year. He said that even though Fury is a good fighter, he said there is levels to this. So having spent 24 tough rounds with Usyk, AJ definitely knows firsthand how difficult it is to beat the Ukrainian. So he pointed out that Fury's struggles against Usyk might stem from underestimating the man. And due to underestimating Usyk, Anthony Joshua said Tyson Fury almost gets knocked out by a cruiserweight. And while he was referencing the dramatic moments of their first fight, he said it shows why you should never downplay a fighter. And if you can remember very well, you know that Fury was looking down on Oleksandr Usyk leading up to that first fight. He was calling him a little man, he was calling him a rabbit, he was saying that a better bigger man will always beat a better smaller man. He was saying that Usyk will never beat him. He was saying that no man wearing an earring will ever beat him. He was saying that no man born of his mother will ever beat him. You know, he was just looking down on the man. But Usyk is definitely a very good fighter. And if anybody should know about this, Anthony Joshua knows this. Because remember, in their second fight, Anthony Joshua couldn't believe that Usyk beat him again. Anthony Joshua did everything he could. He couldn't defeat Usyk. He was asking Usyk. He said, how did you beat me? He said, you are not strong. How did you beat me? He was asking Usyk in that rematch. You know, so Anthony Joshua, knowing how Usyk is and knowing what Usyk can do, he believes that Tyson Fury will lose again to Usyk. And he's pointing out that if Tyson Fury is still looking down on Usyk, he said the same fate is waiting for him. So Anthony Joshua believes that Fury's attitude before the first fight played a role in the defeat. And he said that if you don't give someone the respect they deserve, he said you can walk into a fight thinking you will dominate and then the tables will turn. Because Anthony Joshua himself now is a victim of this mentality. He was actually looking down on Daniel Dubois leading up to their fight. But Daniel Dubois is not a joke. He's a tough competitor. You know, even when he got knocked out by Daniel Dubois, he was having that confidence in him at that particular point. You know, at that point, he was showboating. You know, he thought he had everything under control. Then he landed the punch on Daniel Dubois. And then he was full of confidence, rolling the dice with Daniel Dubois, trying to get reckless. You know, then Daniel Dubois landed that clip that knocked out Anthony Joshua. So when you are looking down on a fighter, that is when you start digging your grave. You shouldn't do that as a fighter. And this is what Anthony Joshua is advising Tyson Fury now, that look, you can't underestimate this guy. He's really that good. He's really, really that good. So for this reason, when it comes to Tyson Fury's chances in the rematch, Anthony Joshua is not optimistic. And he summed it up bluntly, saying that there is no way he will beat Oleksandr Usyk. And it is not that Anthony Joshua is doubting Fury's ability. He just believes that Usyk is the better fighter. Even in Anthony Joshua's words, he said it is not that he doesn't rate Fury. He said he just don't believe that Tyson Fury is better than Usyk. So for Anthony Joshua, the stakes are very high because a loss for Fury could open the door for a long-awaited showdown between the two British heavyweights. And Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, has already signaled his intent to push for the fight regardless of Fury's results. But a second defeat might make it easier to negotiate that fight, because if Tyson Fury wins that fight, he has already made it clear that he wants to face Oleksandr Usyk again. And as for Usyk, a second win will cement his legacy as one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the sport. So he's definitely looking to make his mark in that rematch also. He's very determined and he's very focused, and he's looking to get the job done once again to make everybody know that the first fight was not a fluke. So for that rematch, Anthony Joshua's take is very clear. He believes that Fury faces an uphill battle, but boxing is unpredictable and Fury thrives under pressure. So he definitely have a chance in this rematch. But the question is, will he be able to defy the odds? Or will Usyk prove once again that levels matter? Boxing fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who do you think will come out on top in that rematch? Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.